Joy unspeakable as the first expression church of the Redeemed Christian Church of God Youth Province 1 came to life with the inauguration on the 3rd of June 2018 at Ace Olivia Hall, City Mall, Onikon, Lagos. The inauguration, which was ushered in by gospel music artists like Big Balaji, Peter, BJ Sachs, Gospel First, among others, electrified the atmosphere as we gave thanks to God for the start of a new breed RCCG church. Like other RCCG churches, the Treasure Hill has been called to raise and build the unusual, to go beyond the norm, to exercise in totality God's mandate here on earth, explore kingdom possibilities, starve satanic operations, and bring light to the community of God's people. And we thank God that the testimonies have been evident. In line with the vision of the General Overseer of the RCCG, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, to reach out to the young professionals. The seed planted under the leadership of Pastor Idowu Iluyomade, the head of Papa Family, who also doubles as the pastor in charge of Region 20, and Pastor Bisi Akonde, the pastor in charge of the province, witnessed the beginning of a true worship expression church which now boasts of over 150 committed members. The pioneer and pastor in charge, Pastor Joseph Anosolese, whose hard work and fervent prayers have brought many other influential ministers, pastors, and members to the Treasure Hill, believes that people's lives, souls, orientation, and mind must be affected and sharpened before they can go all out there to populate the kingdom and fulfill the mantra. The church is an expression church. The church has been running with a set of volunteers called stewards in various departments, with officers in charge of each unit, and have been making significant progress. Our services are not conventional, even though we have our full belief centered on 1 Corinthians 12 verse 5. We believe strongly in teaching of the raw word of God, which is a catalyst for transformation of lives. Pastor Joseph, through the midweek service on Wednesdays, had built a strong teaching structure in the church. Like we do say here, we are not Christian practitioners, we are believers. This we dwell on, believing God's surplus is available for us all day. Due to the rise in job hunt and unemployment, our research shows that a large number of our congregation needs to be empowered, trained, and positioned for global opportunities. The Enterprise Month came alive with experts on ground from different fields of endeavor.
Oftentimes, the process is what refines you. I'll give you an example. Stan is aware of this. I had an idea. I went to pitch to somebody, the first investor. The guy said, no, he's not interested. Then I went through about 6 different speeches. I went to one person, one particular man, told him for like 6 months. Come, no, change this one, change it. At one particular point in time, he even said, we'll give you the money. I got there one day and he said, I'm no longer interested. I was heartbroken. You know when you are smiling, he's not saying cracking jokes, I could not laugh well. God, my spirit was down. I'm serious, all I was saying to God was, But because I understand that this is a long-term game. So if there's anything you pick up from everything I've said today, understand that what you're doing is a marathon, not a sprint.
As God created the heavens and the earth, we must also be innovative with everything that we do. If you don't innovate, you die. Like your business will die. Like you're not innovative, because guess what? You might be the king of your industry, you might be dominating, but if you're not careful, if you don't innovate, there's nothing that sets you apart. There's nothing. It's just a matter of time that somebody else that is doing something, or so many people are doing what you're doing, and then they get ahead of you. Boom.
Numerical values can be intimidating at times. Don't let it get to you. Start with whatever you have and have a vision. Then you can see how far she's gotten. She had a vision, but she started small. You need to start small to achieve your vision. If you don't do that, then nothing's going to happen.
For a period of 4 weeks, we engaged in practical teaching in business, workplace productivity, skill acquisition, personal branding, collaboration, and lots more. The 1 month teaching birthed different SMEs with financial grants from the church to take off. Conversation Cafe. Conversation Cafe is a platform set up to discuss some common issues among Christians, issues like depression, money, worship, and so on, and dark areas around them. The testimonies have since inspired us to keep going.
We noticed that the level at which a lot of us bottle things up, which later on leads to depression, is really high. So we put together that talk show where people can come together, just say it as it is without fear of being condemned or judged, and then at the end of the day, where we can receive appropriate guide and counsel.
The first guy, that's my first boyfriend, because of the way the relationship went, he was cheating and I was so hot that I left the relationship. The few other relationships that I went to, it was terrible because I kept hurting them because I was hurt. I had some baggages.
If you are in a relationship and you're having sex, we are both enjoying it. That is why somebody cannot come and shame me that I slept with you. Didn't I sleep with you too? That is the truth of the matter. But the thing is that we have turned relationship into a currency.
The session nights have been amazing. The feedback has been awesome. The session night is a time where we come together round the altar, come together broken before God in the place of worship. The only audience is God.
Next phase. The next phase of the church we are entering now is to ensure every member has a personal encounter with God. Not to know about God, but to know God with all they've got.
We trust God to help us replicate this vision in other locations within Lagos, and God willing, take it outside of Lagos.
We are teaching the in-depth Word of God, undiluted here, that transforms. We are confident that this new year will further launch us into another realm with increase in capacity beyond, and many other missions of the church would have been reached.
The last 1 year at Treasure Hill has been a very amazing experience for me. So the year before, I thought that the year before would probably be the best year of my life. I mean, I never see anything happening this year for me that would beat or surpass what has happened the last year. I came into this year, I got a new job. The last 1 year, I mean, I got a car, I got married to my beautiful wife. I mean, so everything has been wonderful for me. I mean, so I can say that Treasure Hill is a place for you to be. I mean, miracles happen here. Blessings happen here, elevation, promotion, career. You get to meet people that are upwardly mobile too, and then they are able to also speak to you with respect to the sphere of life that you're currently, plying.
My experience so far has been actually very remarkable. I think I've really grown in the past 1 year. And one of the things I enjoy most about the church is the worship. I enjoy the worship. The worship really transcends beyond the physical, because when you actually like the choir, the music minister, they actually do a very good job of leading people to God's presence during the worship. The word has really been very special as well.
What really dragged me to the church was the Wednesday service. It was really amazing. Having a church so teachable, and you can have a time outside a Sunday service and having to be able to relate with God on a weekday. It's really amazing, and I'm happy because it continued, and it has been amazing so far.
Treasure Hill to me has been a church of signs and wonders, and I can't trade it for anything else, no matter what.
My Treasure Hill experience was very good. This is our first time coming to a church that it's mainly focused on it's almost like a family where we are all happy to be here, all looking after each other. The word is amazing. The music is top notch. Especially the worship sessions and the praise sessions have been amazing. Not like I've ever been exposed to before. And also the fact that we're all kind of youth, it's very encouraging. Seeing youth born passionately for Christ is something I've always wanted, and I'm happy that I've gotten it from this church.
My former pastor will tell me that he will always say that a church without a living church is a eating church, and the eating church is a living church. So, and I'm experiencing everything here in this church.
The highlight for me has been the worship. The word has been fantastic as well, and the conversation cafes, because it's Sundays where we all express how we feel, and we find out in those Sundays that we actually can relate with ourselves on different topics that we all discuss. So it's a place where young people somehow have found their identity. They've grown, including myself and my family.
The church is an expression church, so it has really touched my life positively, spiritually, and otherwise. I always like to be in the Treasure Hill. Even in my dreams, when I sleep, when I wake up, I still want to wake up in the Treasure Hill.
One of our areas of strength in the church where we pay so much attention is our music. Our choir, the Treasure Hill Music, they're doing a very fantastic job, and I can only pray for them at this time that this is the least level they will ever be. Treasure Hill, the journey so far is a journey, like I said, was a journey of uncertainty. But I can assure you that even at every roadblock, God just has a way of showing up. Even at some point where we felt that we couldn't, that we can't go any further, God just kept showing up and doing what he knows best to do, which is to help his children. So we thank God. The story of the Treasure Hill is nothing. It can never be complete without God, because it has just been about God. Before we started Treasure Hill, we were pastoring. I was pastoring at the Treasure Field, where I had pastored for about 3 to 4 years. And then within the space time of a month, I was told to come and start this new vision afresh. And then this new vision, personally, it has really helped me. It has helped me. I've personally experienced growth. I've actually seen God in a dimension I've never seen him before. And I pray that it will only get better.